everybody, and welcome to this video. In this video, we're having a look at how to solve simultaneous equations and specifically using the substitution method. So what is a simultaneous equation, or what is that? Is when you have two equations and you have two variables, like the example given here. So we have to solve for both x and y, and here are steps on how to do it using the substitution method. So step one is to make one variable the subject in any equation. So let us start with that step. So here we have 3y is equal to 2x plus 4 and 2 plus y is equal to 4x minus 1. Now it would appear that it's easy to make y the subject in the second equation, and you can choose any one of the equations to make either x or y the subject. The idea is to choose the one that's easiest for you. So first I'm going to start by labeling the equations. It's very good for you to have good structure when approaching your mathematical problems. Now in equation 2, I'm going to make y the subject by taking the 2 over. So what we're going to have is y is equal to 4x. And then when we take over that 2, it becomes minus 1 minus 2. So that becomes minus 3. I'm going to label this equation 3. And there, that is step 1 done. So we have made something the equation, one variable the subject of the equation. Now the second step is to substitute that equation back into the other equation. So we're not going to use equation 2 because that's the one that we use to make the subject. So we're going to substitute it into equation 1. So always write down what you're doing because that is part of the good structure. So we're going to substitute equation 3, the one where we've made y the subject, into the other equation that's left, which is equation 1. Now, what we're going to get is in the place of y, we're not going to write y, we're going to write what y is equal to, which is 4x minus 3. So in the place of y, we're writing 4x minus 3, and that is then equal to 2x plus 4. So as you can see that we have replaced y with what we said y is equal to in the first equation. Now we can go on and solve this equation. It is an equation just in terms of x, so we can solve for x. So first we distribute that 3. So this is 12x minus 9 is equal to 2x plus 4. And then we're going to take the 2x over, giving us 10x on this side, and the 9 over, giving us 13. Solving for x, we get x is equal to 13 over 10. I'm going to leave it in that form, but if you would like to convert it to a decimal, then you are more than welcome to. So that is step 2 done. So this here is step 1. Here we've done step 2. Now we're going to move on to step 3. So step 3 is when we substitute our answer back into any one of the equations. So we have that x is equal to 10. You can substitute it in any one of those equations. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to again choose the easiest option. So I'm going to substitute x is equal to 13 over 10, and I'm going to substitute it into 3. So in the place of x, I'm not going to put x anymore. I'm going to put 13 over 10. Okay, so that is that equation. Then we just solve for y. So this here is equal to 52 over 10 minus, I'm going to convert this to a mixed fraction, to an improper fraction. And finally, we get that y is equal to 22 over 10. The final step is to just make sure that you're clear with your answers. So our first answer for x is 13 over 10, and our answer for y is 22 over 10. And there we have it. We've solved the simultaneous equation in both x and y. Please watch the next video on other methods on how to solve simultaneous equations.